and welcome to my brand new disorderly kitchen. I have moved halfway across the country. I am now in a gorgeous house and I have this brand new kitchen to work in. Anyway, today for you, I am going to do something extra special and hopefully not extra boring. It was pointed out to me last time by a friend of mine that my explanation of why I'm doing these videos and what my, so-called issues were was probably not satisfactory to anyone who doesn't really know what's going on with all of this. So I thought today I would tell you a little bit more about all the things. And while I am talking about all the things, I will also be making my signature disc, the disc of the signatures, the disc with all the signatures on it. Also, I will be making my signature dish that I make better than pretty much anyone, that I never screw up. That is the one thing, no matter how sick I am, you will find me eating this, because it's the one thing that rarely ever makes me sick, and is my comfort food, and is the food that I love, and I also love to hate. Ladies and gentlemen, rice. Ooh. Ooh. Today I will be making for you whole grain brown rice because I've run out of basmati rice, which is the actual rice that I never screw up and can always make and can outdo any of yous. And don't you tell me my methods are wrong, because I promise you that my methods are better than anything you guys do, because I do this a lot. I could teach professional shows on how to cook basmati rice. Brown rice, it's not that different. You just gotta double some things and put it on heat for 45 friggin' minutes. It's fine. What could go wrong, right? Nothing could go wrong. So I'm gonna talk about me, which, who doesn't love talking about themselves to a camera, to everyone on the internet, slash the, 45 people who might watch this? But I'm gonna be making rice slightly differently today, because mostly I'm not feeling sick lately-ish. So rather than making plain rice, which, let's be honest, gets so very boring, so very fast, and is really the thing that I just kind of can't stand all that much anymore, I am going to be making rice with coconut milk, which this probably just looks like white sloppy stuff to you, but it is delicious and coconut-y and slightly chunky, but it's supposed to be. Hasn't gone bad yet. I'm going to be making it with coconut milk. Everyone knows how to make rice. Let's be honest here. Generally, you double, right? So you do, the ratio for rice is 2 to 1. With brown rice, it's a little bit more than 2 to 1. It's 2.5 cups to 1 cup of water. I'm going to do a cup of coconut stuff and a cup and a half of water. Stay. And I'm going to talk about me. I have these wonderful digestive issues, which spurred me to make these videos, because a lot of people ask me how I tend to cook for myself. Like, what kind of food do I eat? Which is a fair question, because, half the time I don't know what kind of food that I eat. It's kind of why I'm doing these videos. January 2nd, 2010. I was in Toronto, visiting a friend for New Year's, and all of a sudden, everything I ate sent massive spasms and pain and uncomfortable things rolling through my body. At that moment, for the next 4 months, the only thing my body was able to digest was rice. Lovely, wonderful, God, I hate it sometimes, rice. And so that's what I started eating constantly, and experimenting with other foods irregularly, and then getting sick from them. And of course, seeing a hell of a lot of doctors because it wasn't working. It just wasn't working. It hurt a lot and things were coming out of me, and you don't need to know the details, but it hurt, and it was not being very friendly to me, and I did not like that at all. Mighty big teaspoon of salt. It'll be fine. I'm a professional. And then we put this on high. Until it boils. It took 4 months of going to doctors before they finally found a strong prescription strength antacid that allowed me to be able to eat more without being in a lot of pain. I still could not eat, to this day I still could not eat like a normal person, but at least I can eat generally and have a fairly nutritious balanced diet. Most recently, I went traveling to New Zealand, which was amazing, and I recommend to everyone to travel, no matter what their body is doing, because you can't let this shit control your life, which is actually a really important thing for me, is that I am not going to let this control this. And that I think actually is probably the best short explanation I can give of these videos, and I need to start being in control of my life by being in control of my digestive system. That's boiling behind me, isn't it? Yes, look at that timing. Look at that timing. That might have been boiling for the last 5 minutes for all I know, but I can edit it so you don't think that I knew that. 1 cup brown long grain rice. Into the pot we go. I don't know if that's any better. Angles. Angles! I'm being obtuse, but I'm so acute. And then we put it down on low. Electrical stove. I put it down somewhere between 2.4 and 2.8, depending on where my finger stops. And then we cover tightly and cook for 45 friggin' minutes. Real rice takes like 20 minutes. But no, 45. 0, 0. Set. I'm still not better. I'm not even sure what the definition of better would be for me right now. I suppose more space between flare-ups. You always have days where things just aren't feeling right and aren't going right, and your body just isn't responding the way you want it to. A lack of flare-ups altogether would be nice. So I'm still not better. But I'm better than I was. And I'm trying to force myself every time I have a flare-up not to straight convert to rice. Because it's my comfort food, it's not my crutch. So I'm forcing myself to eat healthier things and controlled things, and I have all these rules now. I hate following rules. I want to figure out more of what I can and can't eat within these defined parameters that are, to be fair, always changing. You're gonna find that things I can and can't eat will change. There's definitely consistent ones like rice. Rice good, rice good, good rice good. And some things that are ever changing. And that these videos, I'm gonna make things that I've never tried before, and sometimes I'll come out of it being like, yes, triumph, success. And other times I'll come out of it just dying. And that's where I say it's an experiment. But I'm also gonna do videos like today where I show you how to make things that I know I can eat and that have been consistent. I'm learning how to kind of control my diet and add a bit more variety and stay healthy and, not die and control this part of my life so I can control this part of my life. You guys also get to learn along with me. Oh, I might have left it a little long. And 45 minutes later, ladies and gentlemen, we have rice. So I hope Things have been explained. I hope you've learned a thing or two about making rice. Honestly, with the coconut milk, it's pretty much the best thing you're gonna make. I should mention, the coconut milk that I use is literally just like coconut and water. I really cannot eat coconut milk with preservatives and crap in it. I burned the top of my mouth earlier and this is actually kind of painful, but deliciously so.
You know, I'm so good at this rice thing. Maybe I should just open my own restaurant.